What's up, world? I am back with another TYSK report. I got some great articles lined up for you, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Pudu Robotics unveils FlashBot Arm, a semi-humanoid embodied AI service robot for commercial applications. Developed by Pudu X Lab, the FlashBot Arm advances the capabilities of the company's flagship FlashBot, combining advanced humanoid manipulation with intelligent delivery capabilities powered by cutting-edge embodied AI. This integration empowers the robot to autonomously perform a wide range of tasks in complex environments, including hotels, office buildings, restaurants, retail spaces, and healthcare facilities, marking a significant step forward for semi-humanoid robots and commercial applications. Unlike traditional robots with limited mobility, the FlashBot Arm features real-time perception, decision-making, and execution capabilities, enabling it to create a closed-loop autonomous task system in dynamic settings. FlashBot Arm revolutionizes this process through its robotic arms and dexterous end effector capabilities, achieving fully autonomous workflows from item pickup to elevator operation and precision delivery, while its large language model powered interaction system elevates service quality to unprecedented levels. Some of the key features and innovations of the FlashBot Arm include superior manipulation abilities, streamlined delivery operations, embodied AI decision making, whole body control for superior performance, safety first design features, and natural multimodal interaction. So that's an update from Pudu Robotics, and this is also a company that has a great product line of other robots. So if we look right here, we just talked about that FlashBot Arm, then they also have the Pudu 9 and the Pudu 7, which I talked about in previous videos. Then they also have the FlashBot Max delivery expert robot, the Pudu M21, the Pudu SH1, more delivery robots and multitaskers, and a few other delivery robots and a commercial cleaning robot right here with the Pudu CC1. So even outside of the Pudu D9 and Pudu D7 humanoid robots, this company also has those other robots that are going to be deployed in many of those commercial settings that were mentioned previously. So in the future, you might show up to a hotel, a restaurant, or a retail space, and you might find or see one of these robots maneuvering around, doing different jobs and taking on different tasks. Also, a key thing to point out always when these companies mention this is that embodied AI, giving that robot the opportunity to learn in real time from the people or environments that it interacts with on a day-to-day basis, giving it more and more opportunity to learn from it and get smarter and get more skillful. And soon you're going to have lots of these humanoid robots being more advanced and being able to maneuver in ways that it can't right now. Runway released an impressive new video generating AI model. AI startup Runway recently announced what it claims is one of the highest fidelity AI powered video generators yet. Called Gen 4, the model is rolling out to the company's individual and enterprise customers, and it claims that it can generate consistent characters, locations, and objects across scenes, maintain coherent world environments, and regenerate elements from different perspectives and positions within scenes. Gen 4 can utilize visual references combined with instructions to create new images and videos utilizing consistent styles, subjects, locations, and more, Runway wrote in a blog post. Runway says that Gen 4 allows users to generate consistent characters across lighting conditions using a reference image of those characters. To craft a scene, users can provide images of subjects and describe the composition of the shot they want to generate. Gen 4, like all video generating models, was trained on a vast number of examples of videos to learn the patterns in these videos to generate synthetic footage. Runway refuses to say where the training data came from, partly out of fear of sacrificing competitive advantage. So with this news from Runway, it does contribute to an idea that I talked about in a previous video of how one day we're going to have movies and TV shows that were strictly created by AI using AI models and all the other AI tools that are out there. And I believe that this is going to be an entryway into that, where different people are going to be using these tools, creating their own scenes in movies or short scripts and films based on the different creative ideas that they want to bring to life. So with this Gen 4 tool and where it is right now, over time it's going to get better and the scenes are going to get more consistent, and one day it's going to be able to give people the power to create that motion picture film that everyone in the world can't stop watching and can't seem to get enough of. VR therapy for seniors has rolled out to 150 living communities across the United States. Mind Immersive, the immersive healthcare provider, announced it's expanding its XR services to an additional 150 senior living communities across the U.S. The company stated that its recent milestone represents the largest deployment of XR therapies in senior care history, which it hopes will advance treatment options across physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Founded in 2016 and operating in the US, Canada, and Australia, this Texas-based company has developed over 200 XR experiences which support HTC Vive Flow, the lightweight compact VR headset released by HTC in 2021. Mind Immersive has also partnered with Select Rehabilitation, the US-based contract therapy company, using the company's platform to support cognitive, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being of elders. The company says it's deploying the Mind platform and training staff in 25 communities per week on average now. Its 150 community expansion is set to bring XR therapy to more than 45,000 residents, which it notes is just the beginning phase. According to the CEO, Anna Wolf, with these tools, we are creating the therapy room of the future today. Our therapists can now work on improving range of motion, strength building, gait training, spatial awareness, and activities of daily living, ADLs, through immersive environments that make rehabilitation both effective and enjoyable. Alright, so that's just some of the latest news from the virtual reality world and industry, and I do like that Mind Immersive is using this VR tech to help out the senior population. So not only does this give them the rehabilitation services that they need, but it also provides them with the experience to interact with technology in a way that they never did before. Midjourney launched its new V7 AI image model that can process text prompts better. Midjourney recently released the alpha version V7, which it says is an entirely new AI image generation model and is much smarter at processing your text prompts. The image quality of its output is noticeably higher, and the Midjourney team stated that it can create better textures, bodies, and hands. AI image generators typically struggle with creating accurate depictions of hands, but based on photos posted by some users on their socials, V7 is capable of spitting out some photorealistic images of human hands. The new model comes with a feature called draft mode, which can render images at half the speed the program usually takes. Its results are rougher and less detailed, but it will cost half of what a standard generation costs. Midjourney stated that draft mode is the best way to iterate on ideas. To be able to test the alpha version of V7, you'll have to unlock your personalization profile first. Midjourney describes personalization as a style assistant for your image creations, since it teaches the AI your visual preferences. You'll have to rank at least 200 pairs of images to create a V7 global personalization profile and test the model. Personalization is switched on by default for the V7, but you'll be able to switch it off if you want. So this is another tool that could combine very well with the Runway tool that I talked about earlier, because with Midjourney, you're going to be able to create those high fidelity, interesting images and take those images and put it into the Runway model and be able to create different scenes using the different people or objects that you had from your original image. So if you are someone out there who loves to create, I think this would be a great opportunity for you to dive into utilizing Midjourney and also Runway to explore the different ideas in your brain and bring them to life. Amazon will be launching its Project Kuiper Starlink rival tomorrow. Following recent tests, Amazon is finally ready to launch its Project Kuiper space internet project in a bid to rival Elon Musk's Starlink. The first batch of 27 satellites on the KA-01, short for Kuiper Atlas 1, mission are set to launch into low Earth orbit aboard a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket tomorrow on April 9th from Cape Canaveral if conditions allow. Amazon hopes to start offering the high-speed internet service later this year, the company stated. Amazon's network will eventually essentially comprised of 3,200 satellites launched from partners including ULA, Arianespace, Blue Origin, and even SpaceX. Much like the company Starlink, Project Kuiper's service will cover the entire planet when it is completed. It will work with a dish as small as 7 inches that will deliver speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second, smaller than Starlink's Mini, or up to 1 gigabytes per second with larger dishes. The company stated that the cost of terminals will be under $400. The satellites will cruise at 17,000 miles per hour at 392 miles above Earth, circling the planet in about 90 minutes. Project Kuiper's first launch will be the heaviest payload yet for the Atlas V, which will fly in its most powerful configuration. The rocket will include 5 solid rocket boosters in addition to the main booster and a payload faring 77 feet high and 16.4 feet wide. Alright, so with the launch happening tomorrow, we shall see what's going to happen, and I do hope that it's going to be a successful launch for Amazon. Also, with this article, it goes to show that more and more of these companies building these satellites are going to put more of them into orbit. I believe that much of our communication that we have on our cell phones with cell towers are going to be switched over to the satellite technology, giving all the other future technologies such as robotaxis, humanoid robots, drones, and autonomous vehicles the ability to use those cell towers where they can ping off of one another and being able to communicate at a rapid and fast pace without any interruptions. The US's first solar panels over canals pilot is now online. Project Nexus, the first solar panel canopies over irrigation canals in the US, is now online in California, and there are plans to expand the project to other areas. This project will explore whether the solar panels reduce water evaporation as a result of midday shade and wind mitigation, create improvements to water quality through reduced vegetative growth, reduce canal maintenance as a result of reduced vegetative growth, and of course, generate renewable electricity. The California Department of Water Resources, utility company Turlock Irrigation District, Marin County, California-based water and energy project developer Solar Aqua Grid, and the University of California Merced are partnering on the pilot. Project Nexus originated from a 2021 research project led by UC Merced alumna and project scientist Brandy McEwen. Solar panels were installed at 2 sites over both wide and narrow span sections of Turlock Irrigation District canals in Stanislaus County in various orientations. The sections range from 20 feet wide to 100 feet wide, and the University of California Merced has positioned research equipment at both sites to collect baseline data so the researchers can decide where solar will work and where it won't. Alright, so that's just some of the latest news in relation to the energy industry, and with this Project Nexus and everyone who is involved, I hope that it's going to be able to provide them with the success that they're looking for, in which they could utilize this type of method and technology and apply it to other areas in the United States. The world's smallest pacemaker is injectable and powered by light. Engineers at Northwestern University have developed the world's smallest pacemaker. It's so small that it fits inside the tip of a syringe, which means it's injectable, so patients could potentially avoid a painful surgery. It safely dissolves into the bloodstream after a time, so it's a temporary solution. It's designed for folks who need heart help on a short-term basis, like newborn babies with congenital defects. However, it can work with hearts of all sizes. It's also powered by light, and the pacemaker is paired with a wireless wearable device that mounts to a patient's chest. When the small device detects an irregular heartbeat, it shines a light that activates the pacemaker, and these light pulses can penetrate a patient's skin, bones, and muscles. Even though the pacemaker is tiny, measuring 1 millimeter in thickness, it still delivers as much stimulation as a full-size unit. The engineers published their findings and noted that the device works with both animal and human hearts, and the team also reiterated that pediatric care is the primary use case here. So, because of this article, I do believe that one day there's going to be an opportunity for many people to buy this type of technology and this device out in stores, where you're going to be able to take it home, swallow it with a glass of water, and it's going to be able to track your blood, your oxygen levels, your heartbeat, and any other information in your body, giving you real-time feedback into what's going on inside you. And with a device like that that is this small that can fit on your fingertip. And because it's so non-invasive, I think many people who are very health focused would jump on an opportunity to buy something like this. So that's just some of the latest news in the world of technology. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, check out these videos right here, and let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the next TYSK report.